Okay, so now I'm going to show you how to do the Fraction Friday work. We're going to do some examples. So I'm going to start with my fractions. I'm going to draw the rectangle. So my first fraction is 3/6. So I'm going to draw the rectangle. And I'm going to break it into 6 equal parts. I broke it into 6 equal parts because my denominator, my bottom number, is 6. So that's how many equal parts there are. Then I'm going to color in 3 of them. I'm going to do them this way. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so that's my first fraction, 3/6. My second fraction is 1/3. So I'm going to draw another rectangle. I'm going to keep it as close to the same size as I can. And I'm going to partition or break that into 3 equal parts because my denominator is 3. My numerator is 1. So that means I'm going to color in 1 part. So there we go. There's 3/6 and 1/3. Now I'm going to do my number lines, and I'm going to do one on top of the other this time so it's easier to compare them. So here's my first one. Remember, it goes 0 to 1. And then my fractions are in between. I need 6 equal parts. So I'm going to try doing thirds first. And then 6ths. Remember, when 0, 6, this is always 0, and whatever the denominator is always my first one because I don't have any parts yet. I haven't made any jumps yet. On my number line, when I jump from 0 to the first line, that means I've gone 1/6. I've made one jump out of 6. To my next line is 2/6. So if I start at 0 and I go 1, 2, that's 2/6. I start at 0, I go 1, 2, 3, that's 3/6. So there's that fraction. There's 3/6 on the number line. My next number line I'm going to draw here. Whoops, that's not a very straight line. And same thing, I want it to be the same length, same size. This is going to be thirds, so I'm going to put a line here. A line here. It's going to go 0 to 1. So this would be 0 thirds. When I make one jump, it's 1/3. And that's all I have to do is one jump. So 0 to the first jump is 1/3. Now, if I wanted to continue labeling, I would go 0 to 1/3 all the way over to the next jump would be 2/3, and then if I wanted to go the whole way, it would be 0 to 1/3, 0 to 2/3, 0 to 3/3. So I could continue labeling this if I wanted to. Same thing here, I could continue labeling this also. 4/6, 5/6, and then 6/6. Okay, so there's your number lines. Now the last thing we need to do is we need to compare them. So we're going to take a look at our pictures and at our number lines, and I want to know which one is bigger. So this is the greater than sign, the one that has the open part facing the first number, and the less than sign has the small closed part facing the bigger number. So which is bigger, 3/6 or 1/3? Let's see. If I look here, I have more colored in on 3/6 than I do on 1/3. If I look at my number lines, when I make my jumps on 3/6, I go a further distance than I do for 1/3. So that means that 3/6 is greater than 1/3. 3/6 greater than 1/3. And remember, we said that when your No, never mind. We didn't do that. Okay, so there you go. That's how you compare fractions.